Hey guys, what is going on? I am back with another AQW video, and in this one, I'll be going over the fastest way to farm the enchanted NULGATH nation house. But before we get into the guide, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're 1.6k subs away from 10,000, which is absolutely insane to think of, and I'll probably end up hosting an A-tier membership giveaway once I hit 10,000 subscribers, because why not? With the recent addition of new AC gear that has been added due to NULGATH's birthday, there's no better time than now to give back. But that's for when we hit 10k subs, which will be very soon, so check back for a giveaway video sometime in the near future. Anyways, onto the farming guide. So, to obtain the enchanted NULGATH nation house, there's a couple of requirements we'll need, and one of them is the NULGATH nation house. To get the non-enchanted version of the house, we need something called the NUE Necrominicon to be able to start farming the quest. And to get that, you must be rank 10 Doomwood, so if you're already rank 10 or once you reach it, you can go ahead / join Light Guard, and in the next room, you can purchase the NUE Necrominicon from the shop over here. Now, to farm the rest of the requirements from the quest terraforming, there are a ton of ways to obtain each and every item based on which quest you choose to complete, your membership status, and if you have farming pets. If you are a member, have adventure coins, or have farming pets, it goes without saying that the fastest way to get the enchanted NULGATH nation house, or any NULGATH related item in the game, is to farm the quest from the Astral or Crimson Orb pet. If you don't have those pets, then the quest called Bamboozle vs. Drudgeon and the quest called Supplies to Spin the Wheel of Chance would be your second best option to farm a majority of the items. You can farm Ishirion's Helm just by turning in one Tainted Core, and then turning in Ishirion's Helm using the Spin the Wheel of Chance quest. So players with membership or farming pets, your go-to quest would either be the Crimson or Astral Orb pet, and Crag and Bamboozle to farm a majority of the requirements. Also keep in mind that the quest Spin the Wheel of Chance does not drop the Gem of NULGATH, and it does not drop the Totem of NULGATH. And despite how quickly you can farm the NULGATH requirements using Crag and Bamboozle, you may need to switch over to the NULGATH Larvae quest for the totems and gems. But later on, I'll explain how to farm them individually if needed. If you're a non-member and don't have any farming pets, your go-to quest to collect the majority of the items would be either NULGATH Larvae or Drudgeon for his Supplies to Spin the Wheel of Chance quest. Both quests are good, though for me at least, Tainted Gems, Gems of NULGATH, and Non-Man Vulture are more likely to drop from the NULGATH Larvae quest, as opposed to the quest called Spin the Wheel of Chance, where Dark Crystal Shards and Diamonds drop a lot more. But if you're trying to farm a lot more efficiently, I'd recommend farming the quest from the NULGATH Larvae, since it drops most of the items needed for the house. Now let's say you're farming either the NULGATH Larvae or Drudgeon quest, and you max out on a certain item needed for the house, and in the process you're low on another item. There are actually a few optional but useful quests to farm certain items needed, such as the Diamond of NULGATH or Totem of NULGATH. Now if you've got the Astral or Crimson Orb pet, then skip this part of the video using the timestamp I've provided in the comment section, as the quests I'm about to go over are for players without farming pets or any membership. If you're low on Diamonds of NULGATH, you can / join Evil War Null, and if you're a non-member, you can complete the quest called Only the Strong Survive today, in return for 2 Diamonds of NULGATH. If you're a member, complete the quest called Crush the Weak for 3 diamonds. Simply defeat the monsters in this room for the quest requirements. If you're low on Tainted Gems, you can complete the quest called Cube Regent by joining the map called Boxes, where you can farm cubes by defeating monsters around the map. Once you've reached your desired amount of cubes, you can then / join Mount Frost, defeat the Snow Golem, and then turn in the quest. If you're low on Gems of NULGATH or Totems of NULGATH, the quest to complete would be called Vulture Item Totem of NULGATH. You can choose either to receive 1 Totem of NULGATH or 10 Gems of NULGATH in return for 60 Essences of NULGATH. To complete this quest, defeat the Dark Makai until you've collected a total of 60 Essences. If you're low on Dark Crystal Shard, the quest you want to complete would be called Essence of Defeat Region. To complete this quest, defeat the Hydra and / join Hydra until you get the scale, defeat the Arcara boss and / join Fairy until the Fang drops, defeat Vath and / join Stalagbite for his hair drop, defeat Odokuru and / join Yokai War for his tooth, defeat Tibissinus and / join Dijin for his chain drop, and lastly, defeat the Makai and Tercescentilum until you've defeated 50 of them. So the 4 quests I just went over are optional but very useful quests to complete if you're missing a certain item or 2. You don't need to farm these quests, but they are good to have in mind just in case. Also, you shouldn't run into issues on farming 3 unidentified 13s or the non-member Vulture of NULGATH, since you're going to be turning in the quest that rewards you with both those items a couple hundred times. So at some point, you're bound to get those drops. Moving on to the Blood Gems of the Archfiend, the fastest method will be to farm the quest called Kiss the Void. To complete it, there are 3 things you need. The first is the Tender the Assistant pet, which you can farm in / join NULGATH if you're a member, or in Tercescentilum if you're a non-member. And it does say on the wiki that the pet is a 1% drop rate, so it may take a while getting it the first time, but luckily it's AC tagged, so once you turn it in for the quest, you can visit your buyback inventory and buy the pet back for free. The second item you need for this quest is Fragments of Chaos, and to obtain these, slash join Blinding Snow and defeat the Chaos General until you've collected 80 fragments. And the final item you need for this quest is the Broken Betrayal Blades. To get these, slash join Evil War Null, make your way to the room where I am, and defeat the Liege Inferior until you've got all 8 Broken Betrayal Blades. Once that's done, turn it in and you'll receive 1 Blood Gem of the Archfiend and 5 Unidentified 13s. Also, I recommend you accept the Unidentified 13s since you need a total of 400 of them for the NULGATH Nation House. Next is the Unidentified 10. For this item, all you really want to do is collect them from the NULGATH Larvae quest or the supplies to spin the Wheel of Chance, depending on which you choose to farm. But just keep on accepting them since you're going to need a lot. And like I just said a moment ago, you can also farm them from the quest called Kiss the Void, since it rewards you with 5 Unidentified 10s per turn. Next up is the NULGATH Approval, and for this, all you want to do is slash join Evil War Null, make your way to this room, and defeat the monsters until you've collected 1,000 approvals. The last 3 items for the NULGATH Nation House are, in my opinion, the easiest part to the quest. First, you need something called Simaro's Aethemist. You can find this in slash join Draketh Fight, access the shop, and as long as you're rank 2 Chaos, you can purchase it. Pretty straightforward. Next is the Aluminum. This one is super easy to complete, but will most likely take you a few days to get the Aluminum to drop. You want to slash join Necropolis, open up Artix's quests, and complete the one called Minecrafting. So complete it, slash join Stalagbite, collect 30 raw ore from defeating Valboas, and in the process, they should drop the Axe of the Prospector, as it does have a decently high drop rate. Keep in mind, this is a daily quest, so you definitely want to start farming it first thing when you begin farming the NULGATH Nation House, as it will take you a couple days to drop. For myself, it took about a week and a half. Some of you may get it earlier, some may get it later, but I still highly recommend you start with farming this quest. Lastly, we've got the Courage Tonic to take a look at, and this item is a little bit annoying to get, but after a few tries in alchemy, you should have no problems getting it. So to make it clear, you need 2 regions to get the Courage Tonic. One of them must be Rock Tongue, and the second region can be any region from the region shop in Alchemy Academy. Once you've got the regions, you want to slash join Alchemy, click continue, and then click on the 900 plus rep button. This is the rune that drops the Courage Tonic. Next, select your Rock Tongue and select your second preferred region. And essentially what you want to do here is press the red button a few times, maintain boiling rate, try not to overboil, and once you see that the stream of potions has increased, press the blue button to freeze it. Not that difficult, but it may take a few tries to get the Courage Tonic to drop. But yeah, after you've got the Courage Tonic, head over to NULGATH, turn in the quest, and you've got the NULGATH Nation House. But there are still 2 more items we need to turn in for the enchanted version of the house. Those items are the Musgravet of NULGATH and the Pink Star Diamond of NULGATH, which both have a very low drop rate. To get the Musgravet of NULGATH, you want to slash join Time Library and defeat the Ancient Chest until it drops the Musgravet twice, since you need 2 of those. And as for the Pink Star Diamond, you want to slash join Guru and defeat the Guru Chest until it drops the Pink Star Diamond. And like I said, both have very low drop rates, and it honestly feels like it might be a 0.1% drop rate, so just bear with it, but eventually you'll get the drops. But yeah guys, that marks the rest of the requirements. Go ahead and slash join Arch Portal, and in this map you can turn in for the enchanted NULGATH Nation House. And for those wondering out of curiosity whether the Void High Lord farming process is easier than the enchanted NULGATH Nation House, the answer to that would be no. To put it into perspective, it took me roughly 30 days to farm Void High Lord using farming pets, and around 4 to 5 days of farming to obtain the enchanted NULGATH Nation House. Now keep in mind, the enchanted NULGATH Nation House is one of the hardest items to farm in the game, so it might take a while, but in the end it is worth it since it's one of the best looking houses in game, and since it's one of the best NULGATH items you could have. Just look at this, you've got the main entrance here, and in the room above it, you've got direct access to Ter Sessentilum, which is a really cool addition AE decided to add to the house. And then moving on to the left side, we've got this really nice room here, lots of space to move around. And right above it, we've got another room here which looks absolutely sick, just based on the way it was put together. And on top of that, we've got a series of quests here, some familiar like the Larvae quest, the Bone and Cube region, Kiss the Void, and a few others. And we've also got these 2 new recently added quests here called Tools for the Job and Corrupted Torch, which reward you with the Void Warlock set. And honestly, the set looks amazing. Shout out to whoever designed it, really great artwork. It actually looks like an armor from 2010, just like the style and look of it. But aside from the looks, it does look like this set will take a lot longer than Void High Lord. Don't quote me on that, but requirements for just one item seems like it'll take several hours, even with farming pets, let alone the entire set looks like it'll take a couple of months to farm, especially for those with limited access to farming quests. And then to the right side of the room, we've got a private color custom room here, where you can adjust the colors of your character. But yeah guys, that's how you farm the enchanted NULGATH Nation House, so I hope you enjoyed the guide and learned something new. If you did, go ahead, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more quality AQW content. And if you'd like to see more videos like these, click the notification bell button right next to the subscribe button to be notified about future uploads. That's all I've got for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.